Hey guys, so tonight I'm going to be starting off a brand new thing on my YouTube channel by reviewing movies and TV shows at random. So tonight I'm going to be talking about the winter finale for The Good Doctor Season 2. Okay? So I hope you enjoy.
Two ambulances coming in back to back. Can you join your game today, Murphy?
We lost his pulse again!
Time of death, 10:07.
Whatever infection killed him can be transmitted in the air, which means everyone has been exposed.
This emergency room is under quarantine. No one's leaving. Put your mask back on. Why? I'm infected.
The Good Doctor winter finale next Monday.
The Good Doctor Season 2 winter finale left me gasping for air, but maybe not just the same air they were breathing in the show. The intense fall finale starts with a surprise love affair, and then gets very dark with a viral outbreak, which leads to a lot of lives on the line. A very intense episode to end the year. So intense! So, I had a really, really hard time getting all this out. I mean, there were so many cliffhangers in the finale. I mean, where do I begin? I mean, okay, let's start off with Melendez and Lim. The episode begins with them in bed. Woohoo! But, unfortunately, that's about as fun as the finale got. St. Bonaventure went into quarantine mode, and not everyone can be saved. It was a matter of who was going to live and who was going to die. 2 patients died so fast, and that just made everything so intense. And then the EMT who had to crush on Morgan soon developed the same rash. But the most frightening moment is when Dr. Lim comes out with the same rash too. She shuts herself in the negative pressure room with the EMT Tyler, where he later dies. Poor Morgan. While all this was happening, there were other patients that needed to be cared for. I mean, there was a Santa guy who was not obviously feeling jolly. He had a bowel obstruction and needed surgery, so they made a makeshift OR in the ER outside of Dr. Lim's room where she can direct Morgan and Sean through the surgery. Only Sean has to go back in the ER to help, and poor Dr. Lim passes out, and Morgan is left to do the surgery. Please save Dr. Lim! But the good news is that Melendez, Park, and Claire are not in the ER, so that means they're not in the quarantine, but they're all affected by it. Park's son, who was visiting and ended up in the ER where the quarantine shut it down, so he's stuck there, and he has asthma. I feel so bad for Park's kid, and I can see the tension in their relationship. Not only do I feel bad about him being stuck in the ER, but I feel bad about Park and his son's relationship, as I noticed throughout the show. Dr. Melendez's patient has leukemia and needs a bone marrow transplant, but there's a problem. His father, who's not really been a father to the character, the cancer patient before, is the donor, obviously, but he's stuck in the ER under quarantine. The doctors find another donor, but it might not be a good enough match, unfortunately, but the patient says no. He requests a DNR instead, but when he dies, and what was Melendez thinking about when this happened? He went against the DNR and brings the poor patient back when he specifically signed the DNR. I mean, what was Neo thinking? Meanwhile, elsewhere, since Sean got stuck at the hospital, Leah drives Dr. Glassman to an appointment, and when he's done, he asks the nurse to give him his results. and he can deliver him to Dr. Blaze. He promises not to look, but does it anyway. We all knew he was going to do it. And outside, sure enough, he opens up his results and says the word nobody ever wanted to hear. It's back. Oh no, poor Dr. Glassman. So this episode ends with all the threads coming together, resulting in a huge mix of cliffhangers. I mean, Lynn passed out on the floor, Santa's surgery got stalled, Park's son is in the ER having an asthma attack, and Sean falling to the floor having an anxiety attack / meltdown, as the sounds and the lights and the chaos are all too much for him, and Glassman realizing his cancer is back, and Melinda's patient being zapped back to life. Man, oh man, did I have so much going on in my mind after watching this episode. I had trouble sleeping to start out with because it was still fresh in my mind. What about you, viewers? What are your thoughts on the finale? Will Lynn make it? Is Sean going to be okay? Is he going to be able to pull himself together? Did Melinda make the right call? And what's going to happen to Dr. Glassman? Please let me know in the comments. But the good news is that The Good Doctor returns on January 14th, 10, 9 Central on ABC.